Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode on the channel. So today is gonna kind of be a all over the place kind of video. It is my Friday, or it is Friday evening. So this is the start of my weekend, and this weekend my plan is to get this shop lights hung in here and wired up. I want that done this weekend. Next, I want this hood sanded, prepped, and cleared. Depending on how the sanding goes, I may need to order paint for it. So hopefully we don't need paint and I can actually get this all done this weekend. That would be awesome. What else? Tomorrow I'm going to run to the junkyard because there's a new Jetta this week. I'm going to see if that door panel is in there. And we also need to grab this little intake, if it's still there, because this one is broken. It's not the end of the world. It'll do fine. I'll throw another screw in there. But if I can pick up a non-broken one, I'm going to do that. So there is that. What else? We need to check the oil, and depending on how, I'll probably just leave the roof, because that stuff is a little less important than all of this clear peeling on the hood. So we're going to address that, and after that, I think we're gonna be, the only thing other than that would be this guy, figuring out how I'm gonna run this. And I may check the one that's at the junkyard to see if the switch is actually on the lock, or I guess it would be on this lock down here, and see how this is set up, because we need to get this addressed and see it's all broken in there. So that is something we need to look at too. So at the junkyard tomorrow, we're going to be looking for this connection right here. We're going to be looking for this intake and the door panel. If we can find all those, actually I wanted to see if they have these clips too for that this grill piece that fit in there. And that should be every part that we need. The only thing missing from there would be the grill pieces that go in our bumper, and I have, hopefully they're right, but I ordered new ones the other day, so they should be here early next week. We ordered our clear. This is the clear that we're going to be using. It is Spray Max 2K clear. I've never used it. I don't know how to use it. So we're going to mess with it a little bit. I don't really know anything about painting, so it's going to be a learning process. Worst case, I have to take it somewhere and they fix it. It is what it is, but I'd like to give it a shot myself so that I can kind of do some of this stuff at home as well. What else? I did pick up some sanding supplies and some wiring stuff, so we should be all set for everything that we need unless we run out of what we already have. So with that being said, let's start hanging some lights to see where they're gonna sit. first one. You know what? We can get a little bit of light to it now, and we'll see what she looks like. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. This is beautiful. Look at that. We got to figure out what we're going to do about the lean on it. What I might do is set up another ring and have it run through over to the other side. That may be the better choice. But anyway, it's hanging on it, so it's leaning that way, but I think this is going to work out pretty well. So let's get those others up, and then we will figure out what we're going to do with that. So we got two of the lights in the back hung. It's going to be the same thing for the front. I'm probably not going to show that. But my plan is to use these extension cords, run them to the center, and then run them as far this way to the middle as I can get, and still get them plugged in so that I don't have to run my outlet as far. I'm gonna see what kind of cross bracing we got in there. I measure back from this outlet here to see how far we can go, but I want to wire them into the lights so that when I turn the light on, the lights come on as well. I just want to flip one switch and I want all the lights to come on. So yeah, I'm gonna mess around with that and we'll see what we come up with. So I think that's gonna do it for this little bit. I don't know how much you guys really are interested in seeing me wire this up, and because that side's gonna be the same as this side, I'm just gonna have to figure out how I'm going to clean up the wires. I may go get some man, I can't think of the name of it. It's I don't know, but the little metal stripping that hides the wires along the ceiling. I might go get some of that just to clean it up a little bit. But yeah, I think it's going to turn out all right. So, with that being said, I'm going to close this door and put up the front. And then, by then I think we'll be ready to almost get started with some of this. I might save that for tomorrow, some of the wiring up there, and get ready for that. But maybe what we'll do is we'll get started on some of this, sanding some of these spots down. So we may do that. But I'm going to hang the rest of those lights, the other two that I have, up in the front. And then from there we'll decide what we're going to do. Alright guys, here's what we got. Oh, look at all that light. That's great. We had the front ones going earlier. I just have this extension cord up to them currently, so I can only do a couple at a time. But I did top off the oil while we were here, and these lights were on. I turned them all on to test them. So tomorrow, hopefully we're going to be able to wire up everything in the attic. And this was going to be pretty awesome. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think I might actually run it out to straight between them so I have less wires everywhere. And then I'll just wrap the wires up on the chain. So I think that's what I'll do. I've got enough wires, so that shouldn't be a problem. But I think that's the plan. So I will bring you up with me when I go into the attic tomorrow, because I honestly have never actually been up there. I poked my head up there, but that's it. So I'm going to take you guys with me to go up into the attic for the first time. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. So it is the next day, and what we've done is we went to the junkyard, did not find really much of anything. I looked for these clips, couldn't find anything. I found this though, and mine is definitely broken from the one that I saw. So I bought the whole thing and the latch because it's already installed. So I'm just going to unscrew these, slide it in. We'll switch this clip over if we have to, those two clips, and then we will plug it up. So, sweet. So that should be pretty straightforward. We're going to do that real quick. Then we're going to throw the battery in it, start it up, and get it pulled out of here, because today I'm focusing on doing the wiring up in the attic. So I want, because I'm going to be drilling a couple holes in the ceiling, I'd like this pulled out. Needs to get pulled out anyway, but let's get it fired up for the first time since we put it in here. So let's get this changed out, we'll get that battery slapped in, and then we'll see how she runs. So we are ready for our first startup. So let's get that cold start. It runs really, really well. So we do have a few lights on. Let's see, hood open, we're gonna close that. We're gonna see if we can't get, we did adjust that once. We'll see, I don't think I shut it tight, it was the problem. So there's one light down. Let's try the hood. Hood is closed. There's another light down. So the only light on that I think we'll have to pull out the scanner and see, but I think that steering light is the only thing that we gonna have a problem with. Everything works great. Let's check our tail lights. Beautiful. Down than I expected. Look at that. We even got 3/4 tank of gas. That was nice of them. So really, all we're missing now is our grill pieces in the front. We're missing now, like I said, our grill pieces in the front, and then we'll get the bumper put on. And then our door panel, and this thing is going to be ready to go down the road. She's not a bad little ride. So, and of course we need to make sure, we're gonna clean it up and stuff, but we gotta check all our lights. Look at the steering light went out already. So good. All we're gonna do is we're still gonna plug it in, see what codes we get, clear them, and see which codes come back. Because we need to make sure that there are no codes, no faults, none of that. So with that being said, that's gonna do it for the rabbit stuff right now. We're going to start wiring up the garage. Alright guys, so here it is. We've got all of it wired up. We just got to clean it up a little bit, but this is the difference. Nighttime, daytime. We are never ever going to have another problem with light in this garage. I think we're going to have plenty of light for all videos moving forward. I am super excited about this. So there it is, pretty simple. And I'm a beginner at wiring. Pretty simple, just go up there and understand how your place was wired before. Sorry for any shakiness. And just kind of make it fit, I guess. I wanted it wired to the switch. So as you can see, flip the switch, lights out, flip the switch, lights on, and this right here is your best friend. This guy, picked it up at Home Depot for like 10 bucks. You just plug it in. It tells you exactly if you've got your wiring right or not. So I put it in all 4 of them because they are all wired separately basically. So we just want to make sure that everything moving out there is good. So everything checked out, and now we have light for days. I'm super happy with it. Yeah, so no more calling it quits because of light, because now we don't have an excuse.